I'm James Matthews, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the fix of his waifu? No, says the man at fanfiction.net. It belongs to the sponsors. No, says the man at the Tolkien estate. It belongs in the trash. No, says the man at DeviantArt. Notices your bulgy-wulgy and says, ooh, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose AO3. A website where the artist would not fear the censor, where the horny would not be bound by petty morality, where the graphic sex would not be constrained by the laws of physics. And if you have daddy issues too, AO3 can become your website as well.
Alright, calm the fuck down, Walt Disney.
Oh, don't fucking say that. We're gonna get sued. Oh, God. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Shipping Forecast. As you may have noticed, my name is James. Joining me is my good friend Nick.
Hi.
And Grace is here too.
Hello. What do you mean Anne Grace is here too, you fucking...
Because we briefly discussed something before we started recording, and it turns out you betrayed me when we were in the cinema yesterday by sabotaging the ice cream cone I was trying my best to eat, and making the situation worse by slowly destroying the wafer.
You bought a 2-scoop and thought a mere wafer cone could hold it, and
it usually
it was
does.
Breaking under the weight, and you said I could help myself to bits of it, so I started. And then I thought, wouldn't it be funny if the cone completely cracked? So I was lightly dismantling the wafer with my spoon in the pitch black.
She's the worst, just to be clear.
Oh no.
So that's why joining me is my good friend Nick and the fucking chaos gremlin that I sometimes go to the cinema with, Grace.
Hello. So
How
that's a
dare
more
you.
worthy title than friend.
Sure, chaos gremlin is what you are, and
That-
that's what
yeah.
I'm going to stick with.
That explains a hell of a lot.
Mm-hmm. But to be honest, my day was bad. It didn't sound half as bad as what Nick has been going through, based on the messages I've been receiving today.
Oh, okay. So I've just calmed down about this, full disclosure, because, earlier in the day I was fucking apocalyptically cross about this. So for the benefit of the listener, I have been saving up to get my bathroom done. I've eventually got all the money together. The guy was booked to come the Tuesday after this recording, but anyway, he's still waiting for bits due to supply chain fuckery. And anyway, he couldn't come, so he's postponed it for about 3 weeks. Like, literally, the weekend he told me this, my bathroom developed a leak, and it started leaking through a crack in my ceiling.
It's terrible timing.
Yeah, absolutely. It literally needed to hold out for like another 3 weeks or so, and then it wouldn't have mattered because it was all getting ripped out anyway. So anyway, I went to have a look at trying to stop this leak. It turned out to be the bath taps. The fittings were loose and leaking, and they were basically just pissing water out, which was dropping through the floorboards and then through the ceiling in my kitchen. The only problem is, to get to the isolators, I couldn't fit between my pedestal basin and the bath. So long story short, I don't have a pedestal basin anymore, and my bathroom is now unusable.
So if Nick needs the toilet before he can go to his partner's house, it's not going to happen.
I have to dig a hole in the fucking garden.
For all your neighbours to watch.
I have been having loads of fun today. I've ripped out a fucking basin. I did get the isolators tight though, so it's not leaking anymore, which is all good. Of course, the only problem is I can't live in my house anymore because I can't use the bathroom.
Well, I know this was my idea. I feel so bad using this as a segue now. Talking of I do a little bit. Talking of an uninhabitable building that is slowly filling with water, As you might have guessed, we're talking about Bioshock today.
On my grief, honestly.
I know. Which is a shame. I just want to show you guys something I've just seen. And I know I shouldn't show this because we just had a great segue. But I just checked my phone, and sure enough. So the other important thing going on right now as we record, the Queen's funeral is tomorrow. And there is a channel on in the BBC called Babe Station. And Babe Station it's Babe Nation these days. And Babe Nation is playing in the memory.
Oh my god!
So there's several adult channels in Britain. There's Television X. There's
stop laughing. I can't hear what is going. What?
There's several adult channels in Britain. There's Television X, the adult channel, Babes and Brazzers, Babe Nation, Get Lucky TV, and XXX Public Pickups, and all of them are showing either the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II or in memoriam of Queen Elizabeth II.
No!
All the porn channels are showing the Queen's funeral.
No!
Oh, we live in the strangest timeline. First the queue, and now this.
We can talk about the queue very briefly. For anyone international who isn't aware, there is currently a queue to go visit Her Majesty while she's lying in state.
Yeah, in Westminster Abbey.
The queue is 5 miles long, and it can take over a day from the start of the queue to seeing the Queen, and it will take for which time you get to spend maybe 10 seconds before you get to do a polite full bow, and then move on.
The best part about it is the authorities have said that when the queue reaches 5 miles long, they won't be letting anybody in, so there is now a queue before you can join the queue.
And it's a shame they did, because it turns out the Guinness World Record for longest queue is only 6 miles.
Oh, we could have beaten that.
Yeah, they could easily have topped that, and instead they've chosen to be cowards and say, no, we've got to close the queue.
Honestly, it would have been the best thing to come out of this. Mm-hmm. I think it's what she would have wanted.
I mean, it probably would, because the thing is, she was also 2 years off setting the record for longest reigning monarch.
Oh, wow, really?
All right.
King Louis XIV has 2 years on her.
Oh, okay.
So if she just held on just a teeny bit longer, we could have taken that from the French.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And as it stands, it's unlikely we're going to get another chance in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even take the glory for longest queue either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think China has longest queue.
To be honest, I think that's probably a metaphor for the state of Britain at the minute.
Second best at everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes not even that. But yeah, it's been wild. I just wanted to get that in because I saw it. I was like, that's... what? Because Channel 5 isn't showing Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, aren't they showing...
They're showing the emoji
movie, yes.
During the funeral. But the porn channels are showing the funeral. So on the off chance I was in the mood for some light entertainment, shall we say, and I went to XXX Public Pickups. Imagine my disappointment.
There are 1,000,001 tasteless jokes we could make about that.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to say any of them.
Let's not do any of those.
I can hear the gears grinding in Grace's brain through my headset. So, yeah.
So, talking of capitalist nightmares,
Yes.
we're talking about Bioshock.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Is that a safe segue to do?
Better get us off that anyway.
Yeah, we're getting as far away as we can. We should have probably... I mean, we're British. We probably should mention the event that is going on. For it is the only event going on tomorrow. Everything else is closed.
Yeah, pretty much.
So talking of capitalist nightmares in utopian cities, Bioshock. Grace, I believe you've only played Bioshock Infinite.
Yes.
But you've been doing some research on ye olde Bioshock.
Ye olde Bioshock.
I say ye olde. It was a 2000s game.
I have been doing a little bit of the old research, yeah.
Okay, good. Nick, you have played all of them?
I played Bioshock 1. Really got into it, thought it was a fucking masterpiece. I've even got the soundtrack on vinyl.
Ooh.
That's my claim to sort of hipster fame.
Nice.
Then I played Bioshock 2, couldn't get into it as much as the first, but I really got into Infinite. I did like Infinite. I thought that was a masterpiece as well. Not as good as the first one, but, you know, it held my attention. And probably one of the personal highlights is all the Barbershop Quartet covers of relatively modern songs.
I was a big fan of those.
Yeah, that was fantastic. The one that you hear in the beginning of the game, God Only Knows by the Beach Boys.
Yeah, but as
that's fantastic.
We need more songs as barbershop quartets.
Yeah, Barbershop's just brilliant. It's just fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring back barbershop.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you happen to be two blokes with a deep voice and want to join me and Nick in forming a barbershop quartet, write in.
I don't do a bad deep voice.
Yeah, we can barbershop.
Yeah.
Maybe we need a higher pitch to balance me and Nick out.
Yeah, probably. I think I'll be the tenor, you be the baritone.
Can women do barbershop? I don't know if it just becomes a cappella if we get women involved.
No.
Okay.
Women can
Grace,
do barbershop. Women can
Grace,
do
do you
anything
want to join
they
a
want.
barbershop quartet with me?
What?
We're packing in the podcast. We're going to go into barbershop.
Oh,
Sweet. Grace is down.
I always knew it was going to happen to be this way.
Okay, cool. We're doing that.
Yes.
I'll find a fourth person. I'll see if Mike's up for it. Probably.
Yeah,
is.
go for it. Yeah.
Perfect. Back on topic. I have played all of them. I've not played the DLC, which includes both Minerva's Den and Burial at Sea. I need to, and I will be doing that soon. I might do that between the episodes, actually. Because I do have them, I just haven't got around to it.
Yeah, I did recently buy the trilogy, but I haven't cracked into them yet for some reason.
Yeah, it's one I always want to replay. I've just not got round to it yet. But I will do soon.
Speaking of which, haven't they just announced a reboot of System Shock?
Yes.
Which was...
I say announced. The demo was a while back.
Yeah.
I think it might be coming out soon enough.
That's like Bioshock's spiritual ancestor, isn't it?
System Shock 2 is essentially the original Bioshock. There's a lot of very similar themes to it. I have played System Shock 2. It's not aged great, I must say. So I am looking forward to a remake.
Yeah, especially if they do System Shock 2, because of course that introduced the world to the spiritual ancestor of GLaDOS from Portal.
She's in the first one.
Oh, cool. I might be playing that as well then.
So Shodan is the villain in System Shock 1. It becomes more complicated in System Shock 2.
Oh, okay.
But she is in them both.
Yeah.
And they're both good and worth playing.
Yeah, I'll be...
As you know, the first one, as I say, a bit rough. But you're right, Shodan is essentially the ancestor to GLaDOS. Shodan walked so GLaDOS could run. We might be talking about System Shock today. We're mostly going to focus on Bioshock, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot to go at in the Bioshock universe.
And to clarify, we're doing Bioshock and Infinite.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
All Bioshock.
That said, not a particularly romantic game or anything like that.
No. So it'd be interesting to see where romance has bloomed in the fan fiction community.
Yeah, which leads us to the shipping, for which our show is named, the Shipping Forecast. Nick, you've got to sleep with one Bioshock character. You've got to love him forever. You know what? No, let's do it the other way. Shag, marry, kill. All the cast of Bioshock.
Wed, bed, and behead.
Bed and behead.
Who's it going to be?
Do it.
Okay. Can't you give me 3? Because, like, if we go through the entire cast of Bioshock...
If you really want me to give you 3, I can. Okay.
Be careful what you wish for and all that.
Frank Fontaine.
Okay.
The Spider Splicer.
Yep.
Big Daddy.
Okay, so probably kill Frank Fontaine because he was a bastard.
Okay.
Shag the Spider Splicer because flexibility.
Okay. It is a drill Big Daddy, just to be clear. It's the one on the box.
Marry the Big Daddy because, of course, they'd look after you.
Yeah, okay.
Like they look after the little sisters.
They sure would.
Speaking of which, that was one of my favourite bits of the game, the Big Daddies, because they just seem to sort of embody the loneliness and the helplessness of the city as it was reclaimed by the sea. Mm-hmm. I thought that was I thought they were fantastic, and whenever I killed one, it always made me feel a bit sorry for them.
Yeah. Same. Grace, shag, marry, kill any Bioshock character. I can pick some for you if you like.
I might not know them.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
All right then. Can I pick a few?
Okay, I'll make it harder. You got to pick ones that Nick didn't get.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, shag Elizabeth.
Okay.
Kill Comstock.
Yeah.
And marry Songbird.
Marry
Oh.
Songbird, really?
Okay.
I have no fucking clue, mate. I don't
Fair.
know what. I know Songbird's a mechanical creature, but I like the idea of just going for nice flights across
He's
the
pretty
land.
big.
Yeah.
It's a big one. I think Grace is okay with that.
No, that's fair enough.
The Songbird's very
Well,
big.
Songbird-
It's like several times the size of a human.
Yeah, I know how big Songbird is. It's like a. I'm not gonna shag it. It's a marry thing, isn't it?
I've always assumed you still have to have sex with the person you marry.
I mean, that's consummating the marriage, but you're still married.
Yeah, that's how marriage law works. So you have to bang them at least once.
I think it's I think it'd be rude to bang an asexual creature.
I don't think the Songbird is not necessarily asexual. Or are you
Well, it
referring to
doesn't really
yourself?
seem- I mean, the bird.
Okay. Fair.
Considering it's not built with the stuff.
Used
is
to be
it?
human.
Did it?
I think so.
Did
it? Well, it's based on the Big Daddies, and they used to be human.
Yeah, but we don't know, do we?
It's heavily implied.
Okay, well, everything's heavily implied,
Okay,
but
sure.
you know, we
Let me
don't
look
know.
it up.
Oh, he's desperate to try and get into the sex life of this creature. Isn't
It's
he?
what the podcast is all about.
I warn you, it's big. Oh, I
It's
need to
what
look
the
up if
Songbird. It's what
got
the show
mental
is about.
genitals or not.
The sex lives of weird monster people. Okay, we don't know for sure. Fair enough.
Fuck you.
Okay, so same question
It was
to Jim.
based on the Big Daddy though, so it is
Yes.
implied it was created the same way.
Yeah, similar technology.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what, Nick? You picked. I gave you several to pick, so sure. Throw 3 at me.
Let's see. Sander Cohen.
Okay. That was the artist, right?
Yeah, that was the artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sander Cohen,
Okay.
the Lutece twins,
Okay.
or Andrew Ryan.
Okay. That's not a hard one for me. That is kill Sander Cohen.
Really?
Fuck him and all his creepy shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Shag Andrew Ryan.
Really?
Marry the Lutece twins. Absolutely.
He's 10, you sick fuck.
Andrew Ryan's not 10.
Oh no, I'm getting him mixed up with someone else.
Who do you think is 10?
Who's the guy that was experimented on?
Subject Delta?
No,
Jack. Jack Ryan.
Jack, yeah.
Oh no, he's an adult.
Thinking of
I'm
Jack
pretty
Ryan.
sure.
He's an adult in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like a 10-year-old, but with the body of
He might be.
of a man. It was in like the thing I was looking up earlier. By the records of Dr. Souchon or whatever his name
I could
is.
believe you that they gave him accelerated aging, because come to think of it, the timeline doesn't quite add up.
Yeah, because he said there was this bit where he said, at the prime age of 1 year old, he has the body of a 19-year-old.
Oh, yeah,
I could-
actually, yeah, there was such a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is actually segues me nicely, because there are some ethical things to consider when we talk about the Bioshock fandom.
Yeah, there isn't there.
First of all, we've established that Jack has the mind of a 10-year-old, so anything with him is technically not okay. Possibly, but that's
Yeah.
kind of minor law, so I'm going to give everyone a pass on that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
2.
Jesus Christ.
You're feeling
okay.
brave, I see.
So the second thing that we're going to have to bear in mind is the fact that I am assuming a lot of people are shipping Booker DeWitt with Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's gross.
Because, hold on, no, okay. I shipped them on my first playthrough, and I'm willing to bet you did too.
Yeah, I could kind of see it.
Yeah.
Here's something that might sort of shock our dear listeners. I don't really go in for the whole sort of shipping thing.
Nick, you're not allowed to say that on this show.
I know, I didn't up until I started doing this podcast, and I played Infinite well before we started this. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I see. Nice get out.
So yeah, I shipped Elizabeth and Booker. I'm willing to give anyone that we read a pass for that. Because you don't find out that they're related until the very end.
Yeah, you don't.
So,
But do you start writing the fiction before or after you
honestly,
finish the
I could see
game?
someone getting so attached they choose to ignore that fact. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Okay.
Sure, I'm willing to give them a pass. I'm not usually that lenient when it comes to weird incestuous relationships, but today is the exception.
Says he.
Oh my god.
Says he who, in the Animal Crossing episodes, allowed a dodo incest fic.
That never aired.
We didn't have the rules at that point.
Oh, okay.
We've
I read that one because there were no.
yeah, we've since season 1 we established the Harkness test being our benchmark
Yes,
for,
that's true.
for
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
acceptable.
Would Captain Harkness have sex with a brother of his if they both
That's a good point.
consented?
I'm pretty sure Captain Jack Harkness would have sex with himself.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a massive hypocrite because my favourite ship within the Bioshock everything is the Latesse twins, unabashedly.
But they're brother and sister.
They're not. They're the same person.
Yes, they're...
They are.
Yeah, so...
And they're fucking adorable together, and I will not hear another word on it. They're so cute.
Twins are the same person
Yeah, but
genetically.
No,
twins...
they literally are the same person from parallel universes.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to work out where James.
From a genetic
morals
perspective, it
lie.
would be the same as sleeping with an identical twin.
Right.
I think. I mean, we don't know because parallel universes haven't really been established in the real world.
Yeah.
I mean, one's male, one's female, so there's at least one chromosome
Exactly.
that's been. It's not exactly the same,
Yeah.
I guess.
Point is,
I
they're
don't
so
know.
cute together. I'm totally okay with ignoring any problems that might cause.
Listen to him gushing.
Watch
and
the
just
two of them.
ignoring
They're so
everything.
cute.
They're so cute
They
together,
are.
I don't care.
Have you seen them? Good.
I've
Let them
seen
be
them.
happy.
I do really like that our rules exist except for when it suits you.
Yeah. Hey, they're both consenting adults.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's incest if it's yourself, but
No one knows.
yeah, nobody knows.
I personally believe no.
Okay.
And
Shall we move on before we dig our graves?
I don't think we're digging graves if we discuss is it incest to bang yourself from a parallel universe.
I mean, it's just a controversial
Okay,
topic among people who believe that it exists.
I think we continue digging our graves. Let's expand on this. Nick, if you met yourself from a parallel universe, would you shag them?
No.
What if they were hot and female? Ah. You see?
Am I single at the point of meeting?
Yeah.
I love that. Am I loyal?
You know
Do I have
what?
a
Okay,
reason to be loyal?
let's say it happens tomorrow.
Oh,
Parallel
I like
Sophie also walks through the portal, and he's a hunk.
Such
Yeah.
a dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah.
Question 1, would you? Question 2, is it cheating?
Well,
Because you have sex with yourself all the time.
yeah, is it cheating or masturbation at this point?
Exactly. These are the hard-hitting questions that get answered on the shipping forecast.
Can somebody tweet Stephen Hawking or Neil
No, he's
deGrasse
dead.
Tyson?
Stephen
shit.
Hawking died.
Oh my god.
He did, didn't he?
But I'm pretty sure he said it wasn't masturbation or incest.
Yes, somebody tweet Brian Cox or Neil deGrasse Tyson or something like this.
I believe there's probably a chart, like a flowchart diagram. A spectrum, that's the word I'm looking for. The is it okay like the furry scale, only is it incest?
Honestly, what kind of fucking Alabama shit is this?
I mean, Bioshock
I
Infinite.
think there's a percentage test, isn't there?
Yeah, because Iceland has that app for dating.
Oh shit. What percentage are you related to them?
Yeah. Because the gene pool is so closely knit that you've got to check these things.
Oh, fair enough.
What
Yeah.
the fuck's going on in Iceland?
It's just they don't get many people moving there.
Yeah, tiny island, nobody moves in, nobody moves out.
Yeah.
I suppose that was a problem in
Mhm.
Wales at one point.
Imagine that, but with a worse scenery. Actually, no, Iceland's beautiful, but
Yeah,
worse,
Iceland
worse
does look
climate is
amazing.
the word I'm looking for.
It's Greenland's that.
It might be Greenland I'm thinking
they
of.
Put the two, they mixed the two.
One of them has an incest avoidance app that you use when you're dating, just to make sure.
I mean, that's nice
Yeah.
of them.
It's sad that it needs that though.
It is, yeah. Maybe more people should move to Iceland.
Or rapture. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I ship the Latesse twins. Does anyone else have a ship that they endorse in Bioshock?
Andrew Ryan and capitalism.
Andrew Ryan and money.
Yes.
If Andrew Ryan met Ayn Rand, would it be incest? They're clearly the same person.
Yeah. They've even got similar names.
That's why they're named that.
Yeah. What about Andrew Ryan and Robert House?
Oh, yeah. Ah, okay. Grace, shut up. Just trust me, this is relevant. Star Trek Deep Space
Sorry, I
Nine.
didn't say anything.
There are a pair of them. There's a pair that is shipped quite often. There is Odo and Quark. One of them is one's the police officer on the space station. The other runs a seedy bar and is always there doing dirty deeds and like underworld stuff.
Okay.
Quark voices Andrew Ryan.
Yeah.
Odo voices Robert House.
No, fuck off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Armin Shimmerman is the voice actor for Andrew Ryan. And Rene Auberjonois, or however it's pronounced, is both Odo and Robert House.
That's amazing.
There's your connection.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
And
that's why it's okay to ship them, because they're already shipped in the Star Trek fandom.
That is the second best bit of news that I have heard this weekend.
Was the first the porn channels?
Right.
No, the first was the Q.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Why wasn't porn channel?
Yeah.
That's a close third.
Grace, do you have
No.
any husbando/waifus for Bioshock yet? And is there anyone you ship yet? Nick, I forgot to ask who your Bioshock waifu is. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Unless Grace needs more time, in which case. Nick, who is your husbando/waifu of Bioshock?
Honestly, I haven't a clue. I didn't really gel with many of the characters to call them my sort
A
of
lot
waifu.
of them are unlikable.
Yeah. I think that's
By
kind
design.
of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a
Okay.
ship, and I think it should be Comstock with a Big Daddy's drill.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
Their love will only occur once, but that's all it needs.
Nick, will you have a waifu if I expand it to System Shock?
Probably not, because like the only character with any real depth in System Shock was Showdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to say is Showdown your waifu. I mean, the crew of the Von Braun do have personalities. They're just not as interesting as Showdown.
Yeah.
Few are.
We shall see.
Okay. Anything else we want to discuss then before we jump in? It seems like it's just me that's got an OTP for Bioshock.
Are we jumping in or taking the bathysphere?
We're gonna get propelled into space using the
The lighthouse.
Wow.
Sorry, the Columbia lighthouse launcher.
Always a lighthouse, always a city.
Yeah.
Always a waifu, always a podcast.
Anything else? Any predictions?
I've got no more witty one-liners
Okay.
for this bit.
Who do you think is going to be popular?
Elizabeth and Booker do it. and
Elizabeth
the
is
Test
probably going to be
Twins
quite
will
popular.
bump
So,
into
fun fact, I don't think I mentioned while we were recording, the porn software Blender was invented specifically to make models of Elizabeth better than the existing software. And that is essentially what all animated porn is made with now. Elizabeth revolutionized the porn industry. All those creepy Overwatch ads you see sometimes on the internet. Yeah, that's all because of Elizabeth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I spend a lot of time in the sketchy end of the internet. I assure listeners that is for my day job.
Of course it is.
It is. Yeah. Funnily enough, Ken Levine, the creator, asked everyone not to make smut of Elizabeth.
But of course they did it anyway.
And then they did so much of it that it revolutionized the genre of making adult animated things. Oh, there's the other thing as well I found out researching this. And that is that... So people were drawing erotica of Rosalind Lattès, and the concept artist was not impressed. They were specifically not impressed because they were using... they were doing her in modern lingerie. So they made a diagram of what underwear she would be wearing.
Oh no.
If you're gonna sexualize her, do it right.
They made a 6-layer diagram of what historically accurate underwear she would be wearing.
Yeah, it's banging, to be fair.
Yeah, it's very impressive. I really liked that. And I find it funny that someone saw all this erotica of their character and like, no, do it right. Here you go. Here's what she would be wearing. Come on, get good.
Yeah, that is pretty incredible, to be fair. The fact that they weren't pissed off because it's erotica, but it was, like,
It was
inaccurate.
inaccurate.
Yeah. That's the kind of pedantry I aspire to.
Yeah, I was impressed with that.
Yeah.
Noticeably not many... I mean, I didn't see one for Robert, though, so I wonder if he got drawn at all. Or maybe male underwear for historically accurateness isn't as good. I butchered that sentence, but you know what I mean.
I think it's been pretty basic for men for a long time.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably like a wife beater and like long johns.
Well, maybe we'll find out once we jump in.
Yeah, let's have a look. I'm
with that
actually
in
quite
mind,
looking forward to this.
Let's jump in. Sorry. Would you kindly open AO3?
I'm James Matthews, and I'm having far too much fun with this to stop.
I'm James Matthews, and I'm enjoying doing silly voices for characters of a video game. It's kind of like Bane, but more slowed down.
You would think the seawater is your ally.
Oh. So not Bane, Venom. Still Tom Hardy, but you know.
Speaking of monologues, Grace gets to do one when we do the Portal episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright. Fucking hell. Now you are playing with portals.
Perfect. You not even played it and you've got it down.
Decent.
Yeah, biggest one I've seen that isn't like a mixed game fandom is Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth. So, yeah, I called it.
Whoa, hold on.
I am.
A man holds on when he hears that someone has asked him to.
Fact or myth? Rapture the modern day Atlantis.
Ooh.
By VER Zing The Games. This is a crossover between the Bioshock universe and the Fallout universe.
Two 1950s-ish.
Here we go. Inspired by Tale of Two Wastelands by a giant team of modders, too many to list.
Fantastic mod, incidentally.
Also inspired by Elizabeth Companion mod for Fallout New Vegas.
Ooh, might have to try that.
Oh, wow. This is... let's have a look. So it's 110,000 words.
I hope that companion mod gets her throwing ammo to you, because that was always what made her the best companion in Bioshock.
Yeah, that's what she did. So,
yeah, but if she can do that in Fallout, that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, this is 110,000 words. It's 19 chapters so far, but it's going to be 30 by the looks of it.
Yeah, and it's still updating too.
Yeah, trauma, loss and loneliness. These things still follow Evan years after leaving DC, haunting him on a regular basis. But when he receives an unknown package about a place called Rapture, he soon discovers something unexpected that changes his life forever. This looks really good.
Yeah. Courier and Elizabeth.
Oh, wow, yeah. If I have time, I'd like to crack into a little bit of that.
Do it. Right, what's this?
I found something called The Cat's Out of the Bag by Up in Flames Writing. And it's a crossover. Not a crossover, but
It's not even a crossover, it's two Bioshocks.
It's a crossover between two Bioshocks. And the relationship is Booker DeWitt and Jack.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so cute, established relationship. Everybody lives, nobody dies. Healthy relationships, fluff, domestic fluff,
Finally.
tooth-rotting fluff. Very fluff. And then it's got autism and autism spectrum.
Autistic Booker DeWitt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And he's hard of hearing.
Yeah.
This has everything.
It says Jack is on a mission. He's documenting all of his boyfriend's quirks and traits to have him convince Booker is secretly a cat in disguise.
I mean, that's
very accurate. I have a book called All Cats Have Asperger's Syndrome, and I can completely agree.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I completely agree with that. This feels like it was written by someone who knows the spectrum.
Yes, I think in the notes it says, I find it funny to compare us to cats and vice versa. So I assume that they are one of my people.
And it's part 15 of Autistic DeWitt.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Oh, Booker is trans in this.
Oh, okay.
Part 1, Booker wasn't always called Booker. In fact, he wasn't always a man either. Elizabeth expresses her curiosity about his name choices. This sounds quite nice.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Oh no, Booker's got the hiccups. How is he meant to shoot like this and try not to get himself shot?
Oh my
At
god.
least Elizabeth knows a few ways to cure him. Is part 3 of the Autistic DeWitt series. That's 300 words, and I imagine most of them are... Oh no, they aren't. That's a shame. But no, this sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds quite jolly. So keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the amount of Jack and Booker do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't really much to Jack, almost by design.
Okay, I want to try and find some crack.
Do it.
In fact, no, I want some crack treated seriously.
Yep.
That's what I'm feeling like today.
Always. Oh shit! Oh, I just made a connection that I hadn't considered before.
What?
In Bioshock Infinite, they always refer to Jack. Sorry, not Jack. Booker and Elizabeth as the lion and the lamb.
Okay.
You know what other fandom does that?
No.
Twilight.
Twilight.
Yes.
I haven't found a crossover. I just saw a fic called The Lion and the Lamb, and I was like, oh. What if there's a Twilight crossover?
Speaking of animals, I've just found The Curious Case
Oh,
of the Animal Transforming Vigors by Kairi.
Yeah, I just had a quick scan of that.
I hate it when we're doing a show and you say talking of animals.
Shut up. What's that supposed to mean?
It implies we're going into the furry dimension.
Oh, I like how there's a dimension.
We have passed beyond the bounds of reality and into the furry zone. Okay, so what does this have?
Oh, you know, Booker ends up being turned into several animals due to either his current vigor malfunctioning, or drinking a new one, or just general shenanigans. I mean,
You know
how it is. Like, the bloke, you hand him a fucking vigor, and he's just like, don't know what
Chug.
this does. It's in a
Yeah.
pretty bottle, and he'll just fucking chug it, and then
You know
it's
what?
just
Yeah.
idiot.
And you know what? If I may, since this one also has the tag Autistic Booker DeWitt, it's a very autistic thing to just mix random liquids together and drink them, isn't it, Grace?
Stop calling me out. And they weren't random. They were the ones you told me about.
First of all, it came to me in a dream, and that's never a good idea.
Did you say I died in that dream?
No, you didn't die.
What happened to me when I drank the monster in that dream?
I think I woke up.
So-
I know combining the two transformed it into this weird floating blob that sort of looked like Mercury in zero gravity, and you still chose to drink it. And
okay.
Is this like another characteristic that they don't sort of stop to consider the consequences?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose
mean-
so. I mean,
Because you
usually-
certainly didn't.
But look, here's the thing. I have a very good sense of smell, and I'm incredibly picky about what I drink. And usually I don't like to venture out of the stuff I know. Luckily, I knew both of these substances, and therefore it was fine.
Grace.
Yeah, I know, but I know antifreeze and engine oil. It's probably a bad idea to drink either of them or mix them together and drink them.
They might cancel each other out.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Right,
Well,
what
I
happens in
wouldn't
this?
drink it anyway. Like, I don't even like the brown. I don't like when the bananas start going brown. For fuck's sake, I'm not gonna be drinking engine oil.
That's fine, I just don't like bananas.
Excellent.
So what does he turn into?
In this one,
He turns into a crow, I think.
Oh yeah, there's a crow potion.
There is murder of
You
crows.
just like wave your hand and a bunch of crows just materialise out of fucking nowhere and
It's a
start
good
like
one.
pecking someone to death.
But it's not quite as good as the bee one in Rapture.
Alright.
Because it turns your arm into a hive and you just attack people with bees.
yeah, you kill people with bees. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Oh.
I think the plasmids in Rapture, like Jack had even less of a reason to take a random hypodermic needle which he finds on the floor and slam it into his arm.
He was just a heroin addict, wasn't he?
Didn't he get a would you kindly for that, though?
He probably did, but like,
I think that's a fairly valid reason.
okay, fair enough.
Like, if he got would you
Yeah.
kindly on the first one, he'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is alright. Fucking keep going.
Oh yeah, if that happened.
Yeah,
If
I can't
not,
remember.
he's just a fucking mess.
Okay, let's see what else we've got here.
So I have found one, and one of the it stars Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth. And one of the tags is, I can't believe I gotta say this, but I don't trust any of you freaks to behave with these two. Because one of the other tags is no incest.
All right.
So
what label is it for category?
the title is glowy.
Is it explicit? Is it teen?
It just says no archive warnings apply. Just
Okay.
general audiences. So
Okay, so if it's general, there's no smut.
yeah, I don't think there's any smut.
Cool.
But yeah, it's called Glowy by Up in Flames Writing.
We're still in the Autistic Duet series.
Yeah, the summary is glowy eyes are cool and sexy, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Total eclipse of the heart. Nah, that's wrong. Wasn't it just the kids who had glowy eyes? Hang on. That's neither cool nor sexy. That's fucking frightening.
So yeah, the notes, it says, I have a headcanon that Adam makes people's eyes give off a slight luminescence when used. Unfortunately, the Rapture Boys wouldn't make a good fic from this headcanon, since Delta's helmet glows anyway, and Jack was genetically engineered with Adam, so Atlas probably wouldn't find his eyes glowing all that weird. But Booker, oh ho, he wasn't prepared for any of this, the poor guys. The poor guy.
Nice. Ah. I like how they've written what. They've written what, how I say it. With an O.
Oh.
I think Elizabeth has just glassed the man, and she's
yeah.
like, your eyes are glowing, and he's like, what? They're
Yeah.
glowing? Bull crap.
Frick.
Yourself. Frick.
Oh, bless him.
Just like how her first response has been to try and knock him the fuck out with a bottle.
That sounds like Elizabeth.
It does. Told you they glow. Make it stop. I don't know how. Ah! Booker, she sounded so disappointed, but Booker was a tad too busy panicking to notice.
So I thought this would be a rare pair, but I'm seeing quite a few here.
Okay.
These two. So this is Rough Day by Growlith, brackets Ed Gluskin, and it's Booker with Robert Latas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
And I've seen a couple out here of this pair, and it's getting pretty smutty.
Booker's done quite well for himself. I'm surprised.
Booker's doing all right.
He's not shagging his daughter on every fic down the list. So I think
he's
done
he's
quite
shagging
well.
her in a few. I will say that.
Not
Yeah.
as many as we thought.
But he's getting around.
He is getting around. I'm surprised I haven't seen Elizabeth in as much.
Yeah, I guess it's the yaoi leaning audience of this website.
Maybe.
I've also got a Lattes Twins one here. It says sorta not incest, and the tag immediately after that is pegging. So I guess it's not incest if it's pegging.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, that's A Simple Experiment by
Gucci Luigi.
Gucci Luigi.
Amazing.
Gee, that's a
Rosalind and
cursed
Robert
name.
are bored, they get kinky. Loud bottom and unimpressed top. And Lucest.
Lucest. I like how that's a tag now.
It's actually, let me just check that tag. 34 Lucests. Nice.
Nice.
I will be kept busy.
Oh, God.
I've created a device that allows me to anally penetrate you, she said, moving her hand to her alternate's hair. I'm curious to see what I could do with it. Come up and help me test it, she ordered. And then she pounds him. This is the debate. Why, Rosalind, whatever would the wholesome, godly denizens of Columbia think of their lady of science succumbing to the devilish temptation of incest? Unmarried incest at that.
Unmarried
he said.
incest. So it's fine if you're married.
Well, I mean, Sweet Home Alabama.
God.
But it's not incest. Not really, you know that. After all, if I cannot trust myself not to tell, who can I trust, dear Robert? Besides, I'm bored out of my skull. But if you'd rather go back down to the parlour and watch the wallpaper peel, by all means. And then she puts the strap on.
Yeah, I kind of get the whole sort of vibe of the Lutece twins is they do a lot of the science that they do just because they're bored.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. My, that's rather large, isn't it? He asked in disbelief. Laying
I like
back
the
against his
language.
bed.
It's still, like...
As Adam Savage once said, the only difference between science and screwing around is writing it down.
Well, I don't think they're writing any of this down. Yes, well, I figured you could handle it, she promised. Her
Maybe
teeth
at the
worrying
end.
the crook of his neck. And then they pound. That's... Robert, come now. How am I supposed to make this comfortable for you if you won't cooperate? He made a whiny little noise and tried to relax his muscles. There's a lad, she said, working her finger in as far as she could.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
There's a lad, gives him a little slap on the arm.
There's a good lad. Get a finger up there. Go on then, he urged. He didn't say it like that, but I can only read, go on then.
Go on then. Oh, go on
in like a
then.
footballer kind of, oh, go on, son.
Go on then.
Just the one finger didn't hurt, it just sort of felt intrusive.
This is written as if this is what they wrote later.
It is. I mean, I suppose it doesn't help that I'm trying to do the voice. But yeah, I find that quite funny. Anything else?
Oh, hang on a sec.
Oh, I should check System Shock.
I found this, which I'll just post, and you can sort of share in my intrigue for a bit.
Okay.
This is called Not My Problem by Popject Doom.
Okay.
And the tags are, well, it's a fix-it fic, apparently.
Okay.
And here are the tags. The ending of Infinite pissed me off, so I'm fixing it.
That's fair. Me too.
Excellent.
Booker can be good, guys. The ending sucked and made no sense. Free will is a huge theme in these games. Why suddenly take it away and say you will always be evil? It's bullshit, and I'm fixing it, so there.
I kind of agree.
No beta, we die like men.
Yep.
So yeah, the summary is, according to the Elizabeths, yes, plural, spoiler alert by the way, he will create Columbia and be evil in every universe. He has no free will. In every universe he will become a raving religious psycho. He will become Comstock. Booker DeWitt doesn't think that makes sense at all.
Yeah, like notably, Booker DeWitt did not create Columbia.
Yeah, he becomes Comstock and does it.
Yeah, but the one you're playing as hasn't.
Yeah, at the minute, yeah.
No, it's not time travel, it's parallel universes.
I know, but apparently in every universe that was his sort of destiny. And the only way to stop it would be to kill himself. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
So, this is great, you know, he's like, you're telling me that in order to stop all this, I have to die. Yes, Elizabeth nods, it's the only way, Father. But I could just not make Columbia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's an infinite universe with infinite possibilities.
You'd think he'd learn his lesson. He'd look around and go, well, this is a shit show. I guess I'm just not going to do a massive construction project built on, like, religious funds, you know?
Yeah.
It's quite easy to avoid, you'd think.
And there's at least, if you believe the multiverse to be true, there is at least one where he doesn't build it, because there isn't one in this universe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
I quite like this.
cool. I'm with him.
Yeah, here we go. Why would I make Columbia knowing what I know? Why would I do that? I'm not an idiot. If the only way to prevent Columbia is to kill Comstock, then just go kill me in the universes I became Comstock.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I may be a shit father, but I was never planning on making some fake religious utopia in the sky.
Wait. What if? Now, I don't know anything about anything, but what if? You know how there's, like, if timelines and parallel universes work like a tree, like in the Loki series. Sorry, everyone, I know Marvel shit these days, but...
Loki hasn't been shit, though, so it's okay.
But if the OG, like the trunk, Booker DeWitt, and the branches of Booker DeWitt are Comstock, if you just chopped the trunk, you wouldn't have the branches to grow, so you'd save every universe.
Yeah, I think that was her reasoning. Like, it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be possible to create a universe where DeWitt doesn't become Comstock and destroys the world, but the easiest way is just to kill him. That's the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
And he does it like a bitch.
yeah. So you know
Yeah.
what? Maybe try other options.
I don't know, I get the feeling that this guy, he's only human, he's probably going to get tempted by something.
But you know who isn't
wrong.
only human?
What?
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She is only
She's got magic sight across all the multiple dimensions.
Oh, she probably looked into them all and went, yeah, he's a dickhead in all of them, better just
Yeah.
read him. But I mean, you know, I don't know.
Aha. I found what I was looking for.
I still haven't.
Oh, go on.
There is only one fic of this pair, and that surprises me.
Oh.
This
Just
is
the one.
This is I Would Bring You Saturn's Rings by Trivial Fabricant. And this is Shodan / GLaDOS.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we are doing System Shock as well.
Yeah. I mean, there's only like 27, so may as well get that in there.
You were
Yeah, I
looking
mean-
for the AI all this time.
A little bit. Aperture Science recruits an ex-Trioptimum employee to act as a cyber sentience consultant and friend to GLaDOS, who inexplicably offers GLaDOS a memory cube. But this particular cube may have more than friendship to offer.
Oh god, someone downloaded a porn pack.
Notes. Where's all the Shodan GLaDOS? Come on, internet. I agree.
It's the voice, isn't it?
Well, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
For both of them. I think Elizabeth Taggart is secretly Shodan, if I remember my System Shock.
Okay.
Like, she takes on a false identity because Shodan is somewhat infamous at that point. Or I could be talking out my ass.
They've got the cadence of GLaDOS's voice. Yeah. Absolutely nailed in this fic.
Is Shodan like a face with green wires?
That's the one.
And then GLaDOS is just is like Eve from Wall-E.
Yeah, but more evil.
Yeah. A lot more evil.
So Elizabeth Taggart sets them all up, looks around, and then she smiles. You two deserve each other. They
And
do.
they certainly do.
Yeah.
Elizabeth. This is not what I expected to see.
Okay.
But it's interesting nonetheless.
Okay.
Someone's shamelessly decided that they want this to exist, and fair play.
The Dimensional Hero.
Yep.
Oh, it's a My Hero Academia crossover.
Oh, I see.
What if, the Dimensional Hero tier by orphan account. What if Elizabeth, after killing Comstock, goes to the world of My Hero Academia to be a hero? Am I making up excuses for one of my favourite characters to be in my favourite franchise? Yes.
I mean,
Love it.
her quirk would be pretty powerful, to be honest.
It would, yeah.
She's just fucking off and coming back again, isn't she?
Yeah.
Ah.
And she could manipulate, like, probability and she'd be like Domino in Deadpool.
She's just lucky.
Yeah, and Elizabeth can sort of control the probability of what world goes where.
Yeah, and can open tears to various other places.
Yeah,
Alright.
she could summon a Tarask if she wanted.
Yeah,
Alright.
she could, I don't know, she could flood a room.
Should be good. Put a portal on any of Thingy's explosions to just sort of absorb them,
Yeah,
send them elsewhere.
yeah. Open a tear beneath somebody's feet and put the other end, like, I don't know, 30,000 feet up.
Yeah.
So they just explode like a bag of jam when they get to the bottom.
Yeah, she's bonkers powerful.
Yeah.
Kind of busted, to be honest. Maybe they shouldn't put her in there.
It turns out that Elizabeth's kind of OP.
She is.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Okay, so I've got random Bioshock one-shots here.
Okay.
And I tend to avoid sort of doing little ones like this. But, and this is by creators Kyle and Kai. I only mention it because McDonald's is in the tags.
I
and
saw that earlier. Yes.
I'm trying to lean in specifically on where McDonald's plays into this.
That is 100% to do with the capitalism.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if McDonald's opened in Rapture, it would be the worst McDonald's.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be far off a normal McDonald's when it first came out. to be
I
fair.
guess. I'm sorry in advance. Okay. There's only a couple of fics in this. I'm assuming it's tea and crumpets that is McDonald's.
Is a man not entitled to the source of his own Big Mac?
Is a man not entitled to the toy of his Happy Meal? No, says his son. He wants the Pokemon in it.
Oh god. It's a bit fucked how like the dad buys the Happy Meal but the kid gets the toy. I think the dad should be allowed the toy, considering
Yeah.
he paid for it.
Yeah, it is. I cannot find McDonald's in here, and that makes me sad. Maybe it's the previous chapter.
I think it might be coming later.
Oh,
Like, fingers crossed.
I will keep an eye out in that case.
Hang on a minute. Just,
We are.
Okay, no, don't worry.
Yeah, McDonald's is not mentioned.
That's a shame.
Hmm.
I kind of wanted to see...
Andrew Ryan going to a McDonald's.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He'd love it. He'd absolutely love McDonald's.
He would. They're all the same throughout the world. They make, like, buttloads of money.
And if a man doesn't want to work at McDonald's, maybe he just shouldn't work at McDonald's. Have you thought about that? Checkmate, socialists.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Why is man quiet quitting? I don't understand.
Oh, man.
Clearly, these Gen Z do not understand what hard work means. When I was your age, I worked hard and I managed to pay off the mortgage on my underwater city.
To be fair, if I didn't eat avocado on my toast and
It's all that
drink at the
avocado.
weekend, I'd be able to afford my own city.
I'm Andrew Ryan, and I think you're wasting your money on Netflix subscriptions.
And avocado
And
toast.
avocado toast. You parasites are just waiting for my inheritance so you can afford a house instead of working hard.
Yes, now die. Right, either way.
Sorry, I just love the idea of like Boomer,
Boomer
Andrew Ryan
Oh,
looking at the state of like the 2020 economy, just not understanding that. No, it's not government regulations that are making this shit, it's the profit margin.
I don't have a brand new car and an iPhone, but do you know what I do have? An underwater city.
Underwater city.
fucking hell.
You.
You know, funnily enough, I found another My Hero Academia fic,
Oh, okay.
which is surprising. There's so I feel like I'm finding all the wrong fics. Well, not the wrong fics, but like the ones I didn't expect.
Yeah, it's wildcards for sure.
Oh,
I guess quirks are so similar to what they're called, Nick. I'm forgotten what they're called.
Figures.
Plasmids.
Yeah.
They're so similar to plasmids.
Vigors
and
in
Vigors.
Infinite, Plasmids in 1 and 2.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And we don't really know what the origin of the quirks are in My Hero Academia yet, so it's entirely possible
Yeah, maybe it is Adam.
that
Yeah.
One for All went to an underwater city and got some plasmids.
Well, no. Adam comes from sea slugs.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
It's interesting. This is called The Eden Effect by Psycho Enoshima. And this is a polyamorous relationship between Bakugo, Katsuki, and Midoriya, as well as Elizabeth from Bioshock and Midoriya.
huh.
Yeah. And it starts,
When you can't decide, so you just get all the pairs together.
it starts with constants and variables. Aspects of
Ah.
each world are the same and different. There's always a man, there's always a lighthouse, there's always a city.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, in this world, one thing's different to most others. The hero
Meets a
got the girl.
green-haired man.
You didn't get the girl got you.
Oh dear.
So yeah, it's all sort of just fluffy and they're talking about Adam and things. I have no idea why, but I was just surprised that another...
Yeah,
Another
it's
one
weird we
got in.
found two.
Actually, I think this is like a secret sort of fandom that's been getting into things. Well, maybe not secret, but I have noticed that when I scroll down on these episodes, I do find My Hero Academia to be like
It does crop up a
worming-
bit, doesn't it?
It does creep into things.
It's not quite BTS, but it's
Oh,
still.
it's nowhere near BTS, but it's equally insidious.
Mhm.
It's always there, always watching.
There's always a handsome K-pop boy, and there's always a lighthouse.
Yes.
Oh god.
Incidentally, Mass Effect is in this one as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. Female Shepherd's in this.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
mentions of Turians later on as well. So I guess it's all those characters, but in the Mass Effect universe.
Ah.
There's always a lighthouse in space.
Maybe that's the next logical step.
I mean,
Because they've
System Shock,
announced a
innit?
sequel, haven't they?
No, they haven't, but it's been leaked.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Tell us.
It's set in the South Pole, apparently,
Okay.
and it's still the 60s. And there's people from Rapture there. That's all we know.
Ice World.
Mhm.
Ice City.
Suspiciously similar to Deathloop.
My friend is worried that it's going to be like Snowpiercer.
It's going to be like Deathloop,
Okay.
because they've ripped the aesthetic of that. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because Deathloop's pretty
I thought it
good.
was going to be like Bioshock still.
They're both similar games, if I'm perfectly honest.
Okay.
I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh no.
2 Atlas, 2 Shrugged.
It is run by Andrew Ryan, and he's exactly the same, only he's got a golf club sticking out of his forehead.
I'm Andrew Ryan, and I have a concussion.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're having far too much fun with this.
Yeah. If anyone would like me to say something in an Andrew Ryan voice, write it into the fan shipping forecast. I'll send you an MP3. I do have something here. This is called No Eyes to See, No Eyes to Hear by Kitty Tries Lipstick.
Okay.
And the pair, it's a reader and the Big Daddy.
Oh,
Or a Big Daddy. An Alpha
Wait.
Series Big Daddy.
drill does.
So just because it's... I don't think that's a tag.
It should be.
So just because it has the word alpha does not mean it's that alpha. To be clear.
What does it mean?
The it's like the OG Big Daddies.
Oh, okay.
They're the same design as the protagonist in Bioshock 2. And I believe they have free will, which is why they stopped adding that as a feature. So that's an alpha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen these before.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a man in a wetsuit, really, isn't
Yeah. I mean, as much as any of them are.
he? Yeah, the big daddies are better.
I mean, they're all
What
Big
are they,
Daddies.
Delta daddies?
So there's the alphas, there's the rosies, and I
Okay.
forgot what the drill ones are called. The rosies have a rivet gun. Oh, there's also the bouncer.
That's the one with the drill, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, bounces and rosies. That seems
I swear
familiar.
there's another type in there too. Oh no. Yeah, in the first game it's bouncer and rosie. Then there's also the rumbler, and the Alpha series, and the lancer.
Okay.
So yeah, you were the casino's best floor girl. You were so good, in fact, that one of the girls volunteered you for a plasmid experiment. Since it was your hands writing, you couldn't refuse. Now no one but Big Daddies can look at you, and your pheromones make them territorial, while it makes splicers relax and little sisters more active. The asshole in charge of you just mixed random plasmids together and stuck you with it. Now you're trying to find your sister.
So it's a pheromone fic.
Yeah, that's not as smutty as I expected. There's actual plot here.
Yeah.
Like, you're tracking down, like, there's mystery to it, and you also pound a Big Daddy.
Yeah, 12,000 words.
But it's not just smut. I'd be interested in seeing how this goes.
Here's something I'd be interested in seeing how this goes. I think I might have found the fic that I'm going to read.
Okay.
So, this is something that I never expected to see.
Okay.
But it's called Bioshocked by Blake_Black, and it's a crossover between the Bioshock universe
Oh my
and
god.
Ed, and Eddie.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
The hell?
The summary is, from deep in the sea, the darkness of Rapture rises, threatening the calm of the cul-de-sac. Can the Eds and the last hero of Rapture save themselves and the ones they love?
Beautiful.
And there's a quote, judge not a man by his origins or by how his life is ended, but by the works and deeds that were done in his life.
Referring to Ed, and Eddie.
Yes.
Amazing.
As one of the splicers reached down for BB's spear gun, he finds that this was his final mistake as BB wraps his hands around his neck and with surprising strength snaps it like a twig. But BB's final bravado is fruitless as he is struck again and again by the same green balls which sap even more of his strength from him. As darkness threatens to overcome him, BB throws his head back and lets loose a final soul-chilling howl that echoes through the darkness of the ocean. Meanwhile, far away on land, a young monobrowed boy wakes with a start. Gravy, he mutters as he sleepily rubs his eyes.
That's amazing.
Good gravy.
It's just under 10,000 words. I think I might read this.
Yeah. Can't say I blame you. That's bonkers. Right, I think you're onto something. I'm also going to look for crossovers.
Oh, I just happened upon this by accident.
But I think you are onto something.
Yes.
So, with that in mind, I'm searching for crossovers.
Rise, Rapture, Rise.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not something I expected to see together.
Oh my god.
So I have here A Man Chooses by Axial and Dinobot Loki.
Okay.
It is 58,000 words long. It is a crossover between Bioshock and Transformers.
Wow. Okay.
Megatron has been mapping the ocean since he got there. After finally reaching the area around Iceland, he finds a city that should never exist. Disturbed, he asked for help from the Autobots. They're about to understand humans in ways they never thought they would.
How are they going to fit down there?
I don't know.
Wow. That's...
I love the idea that Megatron was so disturbed by the concept of rapture, he called his mortal enemy Optimus Prime.
Yeah, and he's like,
With like,
Optimus, you've seen this shit.
we need to team up to investigate this under-the-sea city. Transform into a truck, we're going below the ocean.
Oh my god.
A standard truce is in effect, Megatron said.
That's incredible.
Oh, and the Witwikis are in here, which is Shia LaBeouf's
Shia
characters
LaBeouf. Yep.
from the films. There are 13 chapters.
Yeah, 58,000. That incredible. Fucking hell.
That's truly
So,
amazing.
something, just while we're on crossovers, and before
Okay.
we go to Grace's fic that she's just sent us,
Okay.
I just need to get this in. I'm really sorry. This is called Just Remember Till We're Home Again by Child at Heart 28, and it's a crossover between Bioshock and the fucking Animaniacs.
Oh my god. Where are you finding all these?
I don't know. They're just finding me.
So what
That's
is the
one, an angel
Animaniacs?
with a shotgun. Oh, that brings me back.
So I had this thought, what if Dot was turned into a little sister in Bioshock? One thing led to another, and here we are.
Oh no, Dot.
Ugh. This is, yeah.
God, I love the internet.
It's just, right, I cannot decide which one I want to read now.
Oh,
Whether
so
I want
rare to be
to...
spot for choice like that.
Yeah, it's 25,000 words as well. It's probably not finished yet. I just want to see the sheer chaos of the Animaniacs in quite a serious, per-faced world.
I see Adam, Mr. V, but she wasn't a human girl. She was furry, covered in short, inky black fur with a white cat-like feet. Oh no, she's definitely not a human girl. She had to look away as she drank the Adam-infused blood she had gathered from the bottle in the vanilla. When she was finished, she sniffed the air, gasped excitedly, "More angels, Mr. Bubbles." Oh my god. Fucking, what is this?
Oh, this is just
Amazing.
something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope I get a chance to read both of these.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you.
No, there isn't.
Except that you have a new job now, and people at work might judge you for reading this on your lunch break. So, Grace, what have you found here?
That's an excellent question, because I've looked at all the tags and I've decided not to read it.
Okay, I'm gonna read it. This is Bioshock Infinite, Daughter of Columbia. We've got Booker DeWitt, Elizabeth Comstock, Daisy Fitzroy, and the Latesses. And
Maybe you should read the tag.
I'm going to. So, the tags in order. Huge cock, huge balls, cock growth, ball growth, breast expansion, ass expansion, lip expansion, huge breasts, huge ass, bimbo lips, tattoos, piercings, body modification, moral corruption, slut, cock slut, cum slut, dirty talk, slut. I should be doing this in the Andrew Ryan voice, shouldn't I? I'm Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to talk about these tags.
It's either that or the Brian Butterfield voice.
We have cock slut, cum slut, dirty talk, slutware, bimboification, cock worship, oral sex, vaginal sex, anal sex, hand jobs, tit fucking,
Speed it up. mate.
bestiality, excessive cum, squirting, impregnation, violent, rough sex, exhibitionism, public nudity, public sex, gangbang, lesbian sex, ass toys, sex toys even, depravity, degradation, humiliation, futanari, futa on female, horse cock, incest, prolapse, come on face, come on tits, come on ass, come on body, come everywhere, cream pie, twerking, lactation, spit roasting, spit, hair pulling, deep throating, face fucking, strap-ons, fingering, fisting, gaping, cock-sucking, masturbation, mutual masturbation, double anal penetration, double vaginal penetration, double oral penetration. There's a lot there.
Well done.
But not as much as the words. That's 358,000 words.
And you can get it all down at Andrew Ryan's Discount Warehouse.
Come here.
Oh, God.
This is what communism brings, you understand.
This is the future that liberals want.
Thank you, Entreri.
This is the future that liberals want. If you start socializing the roads, this is where we will be. Wow.
Doesn't look too bad. Fucking hell.
Conservatives threatening us with a good time again.
Horsecock was in there, Nick.
It was, you're right. I didn't spot that.
So was prolapse.
Yeah.
Straight after incest.
I was, it was just you doing all those words in the Andrew Ryan voice just took me full blast across the temples, and then I couldn't think for a second.
That's fair. That was quite a read.
It was. Yeah, well done.
If that isn't worth a like and subscribe, I don't know what is.
No, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Just tune in for Jim reading loads of dirty words in a funny voice.
That is the show, really, isn't it?
Yes.
I did see something else.
Okay, so I think we should talk about the summary, really, if we haven't already.
Okay.
I
didn't see that.
Yeah. So I think Grace has found something a little bit... Well, it seems quite interesting, put it that way.
Father can't... You know what? No, someone else can read the rest of this. I'm tired.
Father Comstock won't let Elizabeth and Booker leave Columbia, but Elizabeth has a plan to neutralize Comstock's army and leave the city without firing a shot. She's going to demoralize the army by showing them that the person they've been charged to protect is not an idol, but a three-hole whore. Her plan requires her to tarnish the reputation of the prophet's beloved daughter on every street in the city. It's possible, but there's one problem. She is the prophet's beloved daughter.
Christ.
Oh
That's
my
a hell
God.
of a plan.
So it's Elizabeth slutting it up, really, isn't it?
Yeah. 23 chapters. One of them is called A Slim Chance, A Thick Ass. And then there's also A Slim Chance, A Thick Ass Part 2.
Excellent.
The Cunning Linguist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Breeding in broad daylight, tits for tats, gunpowder pussy and a growing sense of dread.
What is this?
Booker DeWitt, badass motherfucker. Probably quite literally.
Rapture, Chapter 22.
Oh.
Incredible.
There were no bras to contain tits of her size, and the never-ending lactation from her thick nipples would soak through any shirt in seconds. Wow. There was nothing that could cover these obscene cock rappers.
Now that's a description.
We have an award for best dick name. I don't think we've had an award for best, well, I guess it's vagina, I think it's ass as well. Best name either way. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I read the sentence after that. There was no way to reverse the months of constant bee venom swelling that had distorted and plumped those lips.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Look, this should go without saying, but dear listeners, if you want to get lip fillers, don't do it that way.
Don't get attacked by
Don't sit on a
bees is
beehive.
today's advice.
Absolutely do not do it that way.
I do have something more wholesome actually for you. At least I think it's going to be more wholesome.
I don't know. I've just seen a My Little Pony one, which I'm gonna.
We'll get to that
politely
later.
ignore.
For now, I have something called "Somewhere Beyond the Sea" by So Call Me Daisy. I cannot read. This is a Glee crossover.
Wow, okay.
Oh my.
In 1951, Andrew Ryan founded the underwater city of Rapture as a capitalist paradise free of religion and government. Civil war breaks out on New Year's Eve, and Brittany and her sisters find themselves alone in their apartment.
Excellent.
The cast of Glee are trapped in Rapture during the fall.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they drown.
Wow, Grace. What do you have
hated
against the
Glee.
cast of Glee?
It's not the cast. I just don't like Glee.
I didn't like Glee, to be fair.
I don't think they deserve to drown.
I don't think they should drown. I'm sure the actors
Yeah.
are perfectly lovely people.
Yeah.
I'm sure the actors are lovely, but I think for the sake of good cinema, they should.
Wow.
Wow.
No, the characters should drown.
Do you know that Hannibal fic we found where he'd basically killed somebody for wasting his evening for being a terrible soprano?
That's how Grace
that's
feels about
canon.
Glee, yes.
Yes.
Ooh. I've also got a Rise of the Guardians fic here, Grace.
Oh, bloody hell.
This is Complications by
doing?
Tattoo. It's Easter Bunny and Jack Frost are the relationships.
Easter Bunny and
Co-
Jack Frost
Yep.
in Rapture.
yeah.
In which Easter is Booker and Jack is Elizabeth.
Funnily enough, it's a very popular fic.
Mhm.
Like, a very popular pairing within its own fandom. I'm just surprised they're in Rapture.
Well, they came out around the same time. Oh, we should do Rise of the Guardians, Grace.
Oh, probably.
10,000 works.
It was like the kids' Avengers of its
Yeah.
day. Like, it was very good.
Maybe that's our...
But-
No, we've
So,
got plans for
Hugh
Christmas.
Jackman is the rabbit.
Yeah. You know, we're almost getting to time, and we've not found a single fish man.
Considering it's set
Yeah.
underwater, you know,
Yeah.
this is incredibly problematic.
Maybe this is finally the fandom where Grace gets Google whacked.
Yeah, where there's no fish man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny though, is because every time I've gone past a big block of one shots, I have noticed it saying Bioshock crossed with Legend of Zelda, and I'm thinking maybe that it is lurking in there
Prince
somewhere.
Sidon, yeah.
He's waiting. He's waiting for me.
I'm Prince Sidon, and I have a question. Sorry, I'll stop soon.
But even those fish live above water,
Mm.
which is.
But what if he went below the sea?
What you mean into the
Yes.
sea? Ah.
To the ocean floor. I'm going to look for Zelda crossovers now.
I found... Oh, my God.
What
I
have you
found a tag here that says, All hail the Empreg Plasmid.
Yes?
And this is Pomegranate Fruits by Anonymous, sadly.
Aw, own up your cows.
Here's the note. Okay, so years ago, I outed myself as desiring to write an entirely self-indulgent sequel to the original fic that this is based on. It's called Pomegranate
Fair play.
Seeds, go read it. And years later, the author actually responded, and yesterday I saw that response, so here we are. This could never compare to the original, but I'm always a sucker for dark fluff, at least when it comes to Bioshock. Finally, I would like to thank the author of Pomegranate Seeds for uploading their work on AO3. I remember seeing it pop up in the feed years ago, and it made my week. Also, a shout out to Biotrash, the wonderful kink meme that started us all down this path.
Oh, so that's the name of the of the prompt for this fandom. There's a prompt in every fandom. There's always a fandom and there's always a prompt. And it's called Biotrash in this one.
Biotrash. So I'm just looking at
Nice.
pomegranate seeds, because this sounds like it's an important fic. Little something we'd left lying around the labs. Thought it'd be a shame to leave to waste here. I figured they ought to get someone to try it. I'm going to need you to open wide, would you kindly? So this has Adam use, non-consensual drug use, force feeding, stuffing, belly kink. Don't worry, the slugs are not from Little Sisters, and mind control.
Yep, it's got everything.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried that the slugs were from Little Sisters. Are they just normal slugs?
No, I think it's still the Adam slugs.
It's the Adam slugs, yeah.
So where are they from?
The sea.
The sea.
Under the sea.
Okie dokie.
That's where Adam comes from. It comes from
Yeah.
a special type of sea slug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know, but like, what if one's second hand? You know what I mean?
I guess.
I don't.
Alright.
Okay. I don't know. I just didn't see why it was relevant. I thought it might. Oh no. It's just me outing myself being morally dubious on the show
Oh,
again.
Grace. There are no morals in Rapture.
Excellent. I should go there.
Jesus.
Bury me at sea.
I plan to. So you can be with the fish.
The earth has had enough.
Oh, I've set it to tags to exclude, that's why. My bad.
Oh, you've got everything but fish. You're actually.
I had
looking for
everything
fish
but
people.
Prince Sidon. Yeah. Okay, there are no works with Prince Sidon in that are in crossovers.
Hey.
Hang on.
That's kind of a shame.
There are no works with Prince Sidon in. I'm sorry, Grace.
That's fine.
So you're not getting fishmen that way.
There'll be a way.
I'm very glad that like mer people hasn't happened yet. I mean, I've seen tentacles.
Well, yeah, that's a
but
given.
same.
Always a woman. Always a podcast. Always a fishman.
So I love on
shut up,
AO3, if I type in mer people, I get the following suggested tags. Alternate universe mer people. Mer people. Mer people Lanjan. Mer people Transformers. Mer people Bangtan Boys.
Oh, poor Lanjan. That's hilarious.
We should probably go back and explore that tag. Let me.
Oh no.
There is one for mer people in Bioshock, but it's like a 30-day OTP challenge.
Oh right.
Right, I'm going to take us away from Bioshock very briefly.
This is the Bioshock
Hang on,
episode.
hang on. I have to know, Grace.
Fucking hell.
There are 8 mer people Lanjan fics. In the underwater kingdom of Lan, there were 2 rules. Chaos ensues for mermaid Lang Wanji and human Wei Wuxian, and also they're in love, even though they've never actually met.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
You're welcome, Grace.
Get back to this. Get back to this.
I've got you 8 more
Get
fics to
back.
read. I'm coming back.
Get back to this fandom.
I'm coming back to Bioshock. Do we want to end on something wholesome? Because we've been recording for pushing 2 hours. No, okay, we're doing this one. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, in Bioshock Infinite, it might be at the start, but he definitely says it at the end. There's that bit of, "Are you afraid of God, Booker?" And he says, "No, but I'm afraid of you."
Oh yeah.
Okay, this fic is called "Are You Afraid of God?" It's in the Bioshock Infinite universe. It's by Lightwood Magic. It's also got One Direction in it.
What?
The relationships are Harry Styles and Louis Tomlinson.
Wow.
And Zayn Malik. Zayn Malik and Liam Payne.
Zayn
Zayn-
Malik.
That's his evil twin. That's him from the evil dimension.
He's the one that left, isn't
That's
he?
why he's the evil one.
Yes.
Oh fuck's sake.
It was supposed to be simple. Bring us the boy, wipe away the debt. Watching Harry now, beautiful and almost untouchable, where he stood against the railing, it seemed clear to Louis what he should have done from the moment he saw him. It was never going to be simple. A Bioshock Infinite AU, but with One Direction.
Excellent.
It looks to be like a scene-for-scene remake of Bioshock Infinite, but with the
Oh my
cast,
God.
with the members of One Direction. Oh, I love the internet sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, one more I have to talk about, just to get us full circle.
Yeah.
This fic is called The Great Incest Debate. Are the Lutece twins doing the frick-frack or what? It is 3,000 words.
The great trick frack.
An analysis of the evidence regarding the alleged pseudo-incestuous relationship between the Lutece twins in Bioshock Infinite. This is not a fic, this is a thesis.
Oh my god.
They've written up,
Thesis.
are they doing the frick-frack or not?
Thesis, I'm curious, as are many of you, I'm sure.
And it just weighs up the evidence.
Start with the
And I'm
household.
very curious what they came to.
Oh my goodness. Well, they start off with the beds
Yeah.
that they own.
Uh,
Well, first off, it's a bed, a double wide bed.
but that was normal in Victorian times for people who weren't doing the frick-frack to share a bed.
Yeah.
Mainly because beds are expensive. But there is another bed, apparently. Oh no, there could theoretically be a second bed. is what
Yeah,
they're saying.
because there's 2 doors you can't open, by the looks of things.
Oh crikey, yeah. Oh my god,
This is a deep analysis.
fucking.
This is what I'm here for.
God, they didn't even put the fucking dates
Yep.
on the end of the.
This is amazing.
I'm sorry, I have to skip to the end to see their conclusion. I don't think they reach a conclusion.
As for whether or not Rosalind and Robert are involved in some sort of pseudo-incestuous union, I mean, fuck if I know, man. I can't tell either way because evidence is genuinely compelling in either direction.
May the god of video games be benevolent and grant us a sequel, an appearance of twins in the next game, whatever. Just give us answers.
Fucking amazing.
Either way, I tip my hat to you, you infuriating bastards. I love this. I'm leaving kudos for it. Ken Levine did comment on Twitter that the Lutesses want to get married. I think the specific wording is, now we need to make it legal for physicists named Lutece to be able to marry themselves. So Ken Levine ships it, and he wrote the damn thing.
Crikey.
Well, you guys know where I stand.
Yep, yeah, we do.
Yeah,
My
we
moral
know
compass
where you
left when
stand.
the ship is cute.
I didn't realise I shipped Booker DeWitt and fucking Jack of all people, mainly because I didn't know
But
who
here
they
you
were.
are.
But here I am, by sheer demand.
Okay, I have one more need to do the
Everywhere.
Andrew Ryan voice. It's annoying. As soon as we get to the end, I find a bunch of really gold fics that I want to talk about. Like, one after another.
As is the way, to be fair.
I mean, line
Okay,
them up.
sure.
And then, you know, you
This
can...
is Catboy Cafe by That Rad
Catboy.
Fic.
Oh god,
Catboy Cafe.
I have...
Frank Fontaine and Andrew Ryan have found a way to turn cats into mostly humans. Ryan creates a cafe for his cats, but Frank has other ideas.
Ah.
I'm Andrew Ryan, and I'm here with a question. Is a man not entitled to cute cat boys?
Oh my god.
No, says the man at the RSPCA. That's immoral. But I reject their decision. And I build my cafe under the sea,
Oh.
where my cat boys can look at fish to their heart's content.
Oh dear.
The relationship is Augustus Sinclair and Subject Delta.
Oh my god. Oh my god, but is Subject Delta a cat?
Oh, I hope so.
His beloved cat, Augustus.
Augustus is a cat too.
It's the close look. Andrew Ryan sat in the back room watching his beloved cat, Augustus. Oh,
think
the
everyone's a
tuxedo
cat.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've got whiplash now.
No, Ryan. Have you heard of Catboys? Very popular on the internet. Fontaine drew a syringe from his briefcase, uncapping it. I found a way to create them. Just one more test is needed. Frank,
Oh.
what the
my
hell are you
God.
doing with the syringe? Ryan inched his way in front of his cat protectively. Andy, think about it. The internet loves these cat boys. We don't even gotta sell them off. Frank, tell me what the syringe does.
Oh, so it's going to be Frank Fontaine and Andrew Ryan.
Creating a Catboy cafe.
Yeah, raising a Catboy Cafe.
It's been a whole week since Fontaine turned Ryan's beloved cat Augustus into a cat boy. Oh.
If this wasn't 67,000 words, this would be what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Fuck it, read it anyway.
will.
Put the fucking dedication in, or I will.
I don't think I'm going to have time to read it all before the next show. You can, though.
Well, how many
Many.
chapters is it?
Double day, Grace.
45.
45 chapters!
Yeah.
Fucking hell. How many words?
Fuck
67,000.
Yeah.
68,000. Wow.
What?
Wait. Chapter 44.
67 grand.
Self-indulgent
Jesus
chapter
Christ.
because I want a fish tank IRL.
What?
That's what chapter 44 is
A
called.
what?
Fontaine and Comstock decide to get some fish for the fish tank. Comstock is a jerk that just doesn't want to do things the right way. Don't buy animals like Comstock.
I can believe that. Comstock is a jerk.
Yeah.
What's Comstock doing in here? What does that even mean with the fish tank?
I don't know, but they get a shark, according to this.
They've got a pet shark.
So, basically, as with fish, as with all other pet animals, you should always do your research before buying them.
Mm-hmm.
Fish do not belong in bowls.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to top that.
No, I don't think we are.
Okay, I'm gonna ring the bell. It's time for us to stop. What does Louis Theroux say? Hang on.
It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
It's that style. I wasn't quite sure what I'd seen, but I knew it was time for me to leave.
Yeah, I think we've ran the whole gamut on that one, haven't we?
So what have we learned about Bioshock today?
I thought there'd be more,
Yeah.
in all honesty. What really threw me was the crossovers that we found.
There were some wild crossovers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that absolutely was.
And the internet's a lot kinder to Andrew Ryan.
Yeah,
I expected him to be
absolutely.
portrayed as much more
Yeah.
of a villain, but he's not. Like, he's starting a cat cafe and all these kind of weird things.
I don't know. I don't think he's treating them right.
Fontaine isn't treating them right, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think the Catboys are properly being looked after in there. I'm just saying.
Well, they're not going to be paid properly, knowing his economic ideology.
I mean, they're probably not being paid,
Yeah,
bro. They're
That's
cats.
true.
To be fair, it does sound like Fontaine's going to be the one to treat them badly rather than Ryan.
Yeah, that was the impression I got. Ryan didn't even want to turn them into Catboys. It just sort of happened.
I guess it's one of the universal laws of fanfic. Make the hard boys soft.
There's always a Catboy and there's always a cafe.
Does that technically make it a coffee shop, are you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess it does.
I think so.
Nice.
I learned it's not just me that ships the Latesses, and I'm relieved to hear that.
Yeah, I know you would look like a right weirdo if it was.
I would have looked like such a weirdo if there was 0 pairs, and it's just me being like, make them kiss, make them kiss.
We'd have to just disown you. From your
I would
own
have to
podcast.
redo the episode introduction to not make me a weirdo.
Don't worry, you're still a weirdo to me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Grace. You're still a weirdo to me.
I didn't mean it in quite as an affectionate way you meant it to me.
I didn't mean it in an affection way either. You're kind of weird for
Good.
all
Good, go fuck
all the
yourself.
pictures of Prince Sidon that you keep under your mattress.
I don't have any.
Yeah, they're in your brain or your phone.
The only picture I have of Prince Sidon in my house is what you bought me.
Oh, the 7-foot tall cardboard cutout.
No, it's a flask.
The love pillow.
No.
Hang on. Let me just hit Google. Hold on.
There will be what? Somebody on Etsy will have done something.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
But at least it's not incest.
So I got as far as typing Prince Sidon love, and autocomplete wants to say Love Island, and I'm very curious.
Wow.
Yeah, get him on. That'd be so funny. A bunch of like
All these
wankers
hunky
from
road
Essex
men,
are
and then a
just-
fish.
are just- and then just this fucking Prince of the Sea.
Yes.
He's too good for them.
That'd be so weird.
Like
What the
he's
fuck?
he's
A man
too
in
much
a fish
of a,
costume.
he's too much for Himbo to survive on Love Island.
He is. He'd be far too nice to everybody.
Yeah, but everyone's not particularly bright on there. I don't know. I think Prince Sidon can be intelligent. I don't see the
Yeah,
problem.
I'm sorry. Himbo doesn't necessarily mean stupid. I don't think.
And I think he did have to be stupid. You do have to be a stupid.
Hmm.
Stupid, polite, but buff.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. Ichiban is an absolute Himbo, but oh god, I wish I hadn't put Love Pillow into Etsy. Oh lord.
What did you find?
Do you want to know? I just want before I send you this link. Do you want to know?
No, I want you to tell me.
I can't
I don't want
explain
to
it.
see
I can
it.
only show you.
This isn't very good for a podcast. You're going to have to tell us.
I'm gonna have to show you the picture, and the audience can judge by your reaction what I've shown you.
Okay.
So this is £93 on Etsy.
£93. I already don't like it. What is it?
You found
Here's
one,
a
haven't
pic.
you?
Here's a picture. This is what came up when I searched.
Oh my god.
So that's the Pokemon Incineroar. He's wearing a thong and a smile.
You picked him as a starter.
I didn't. No one knew. Okay. Neither did you.
I don't know. Yes, they did. The game had been out far long enough.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because it was so funny.
Also, you picked him as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, you willingly picked him knowing. I didn't know. Because I like to go into Pokemon games blind.
I'm just saying,
Yep.
if you want to buy this for Grace for Christmas, if we go halves, it's 45 quid each.
There are also Prince Sidon ones.
I don't want this.
Do you want the Prince Sidon one?
Yes, sure.
Excellent.
I'd rather. No, I don't. Jesus Christ. Get me a PS5.
No.
No, I want the PS5.
Get your own PS5. No, you should get a Steam Deck, actually, both of you. They're very good. But we are getting way off topic. Yeah, I enjoyed Bioshocks. I enjoyed all these fics. And now we're going to have to find something to read in 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's probably going to be a Latesse one for me.
A man chooses. A slave knocks off the shortest fic he can find in 2 hours before the recording.
Yeah, who does that? Grace?
Well, I think that was Nick.
I think that's everyone here, at least
Yeah,
once.
absolutely. Yeah, we've all done it. We've all been guilty of it.
I'm kind of tempted to read the Catboy one.
All 67,000 words of it.
Yeah. See how far you get.
We have the day off tomorrow, so maybe I've got more time to read things. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
I'm probably also going to use it to edit the show. Is there anything else we want?
I would love to say that I have more time for fics, but as it stands,
You've got to fix your house.
I will be tidying my house out and then packing up my toothbrush and all my work clothes and moving in with my girlfriend until this problem is sorted.
Good
Nice.
luck. Try not to murder each other.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You can finish Yakuza together.
Hey, yeah, we can. Or I might play Bioshock. I think Bioshock's due another replay.
Yeah. Okay, well, that will do us for today. Thank you, everyone who got this far, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Reminder to send us any crackfic you like so we can do readings of it.
Yes.
Hopefully the other channel will be live by then. If not, Grace, that's your hint.
Alright.
Join us next time when we're going to read some of these fics and talk about them and say what we liked. Tell your friends. It's the best way for this show to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word of mouth between like-minded people.
Now, would you kindly like and subscribe? And if we've got a Patreon, you can join that. We'll get you Discord access as well, so you can chat shit with us,
Yeah.
ask us questions, all that kind of stuff.
Would you kindly give us the PIN number to your credit cards?
Would you kindly read me the last 3 digits on the back of your credit card? My atlas is nowhere near as good.
This is why I didn't try.
That's fair. Apologies to anyone who had to listen to my accents today. See you next time, I guess. Good night, unless there's anything else I missed from the outros. It feels like a while since I've done this, but I know it isn't.
It does, doesn't it? I suppose a lot has happened in 2
A lot
weeks.
has happened this past week.
Yeah.
But yeah, good night, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Good night.